Okay, guys, so the other videos are uploading, and I'm going to continue this one here. So, I hope you can see everything better. The lips, nose, and the drawing in here. Sorry, it's such an angle, just trying to take care of that glare situation. So we built a little bit with the Conte, starting with lines. I talked about doing a gestural drawing with the Conte, and then it turned into the value and whatnot. And so we already got the value there and there, so but we're doing it again, and hopefully things will change in here. I think in here it wants to have some value down in here, lower on the lip, on the underside of it. Right, we'll put some marks in there like that, in that, like that. Now what's actually can happen, guys, is when I pull the tape up, I can finish this drawing off, right? So there's the upper lip. Here's some more value in here. I'm just going to go back in here really quick. There's in here, it's really dark over in here. So I think about this coming up into here. In there. I think about some darker marks in here. Right? I think about darker marks coming down, darker and heavier in here coming up. Right? Some middle values in here to soften those because the contrast. So you see that. Sorry about my hand. Right, so we're good there, good there. Now we go up into this top. We started to drop in a little bit of value there. And let's go here. Let's think about this. Let's think about this highlight right in here above the lip. And I'm going to go in a little bit. And I did have some luck erasing. So we'll try again. I think the heavier you go with the Conte, the harder it is to erase. There we go. Now we got that highlight in there, right? Okay, so we're going to work this. Let's see, I got to see what I'm doing over here. Okay, so there's a little bit of a, there's a little bit of a hook sensation in there, right? From there up into there, okay? And that's where the highlight bleeds into there. Then there's also a little bit of a bump in here. Right, with this soft value in there. And now look at where the side of her cheek is and into the mouth area. It's way down in here. It's very close. So it would be here, here. And it flares out a little bit, just a little bit, and then it goes back up, right? So there. So now we're looking down on the looking at the mouth, right? We got that highlight in there because the highlight's really important because it's going to help us guide these values in here, right? And so I'm just going to build this a little bit at a time. Now I'm looking at that shape, and I see that shape come up like up in there, and then it turns over into here. Now my shape is a little bit off in here. We're going to have to soften that in there. There it is. All right, there. And now it's a little dark here, and there's a little bit of an angle here, right in there. So I can drop that in there like that. Drop that in there like that. Right, there we go. All right, and then to just soften things, I can go in here because I went in so soft. There, and then in there. All right, but this might be too much now. So we'll go in here. All right. So there's that. Now that's the diagonal in there. That's going to help me locate that the tip of her nose, right? So we're going to go up. Sorry about that. We're going to go up in here. Now I'm bouncing off of things. Now look at where the tooth is. Right now if I go straight up, there's the point right there. So I'm going to go straight up from that tooth, right? Straight up from that tooth up into here. Make a little mark there. And I'm going to start building that nose off of there. So the nose is across in here, right? And then it starts to turn up, right? Up, 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 up into there. And if I go light, I can build the values that are around that, right? Into there. Then I look at over here, right there, and there's the nostril in there, right there. And it turns over in here. Now I can look at where that nostril ends and it hits on that tooth there, so it's out in there, right? But now my relation seems really gargantuous, doesn't it? So we're gonna have to make some adjustments in here, right? So, yeah, straight up, actually, this is inside of there, so it's way over in here. All right, so we're gonna pull it in there. Then this guy starts over in there, and it's out there to in there, and it turns over there. Okay, now look at where that is in relationship to that. That's way higher, isn't it? So we got to make it higher. So we'll just go like, okay, this guy's up in here, here, it's turning over here, and this is the beginning of the opening of the nostril. Hard edge at the top, soft edge at the bottom. I'll try to erase this out. Okay, that's softer. And then here, we'll end with, oh, we'll keep going. We'll end with this nostril in here. How it turns over, right? And I'm just taking my, oh man, I'm just taking my time. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to map out these shapes, right? So in there, light in there. Okay, in there. And then I can build the values out in here. This is going to be in here, soft, barely touching the paper, a little bit of a turn up in there, and then down into here, right? And then maybe even something around in there. All right, so there we go. We got that in there, there. The nose we can start to work on. I'm looking at like where that ends and where that ends, there and there. So I flared it out a little bit too much. So let's bring it in here. Let's turn it in there and there. There we go. Right? And then over in here, about at that spot, is that other nostril. Right? And there we go. And there we go. We start to have it. Now we have just a little bit of work up in there to do. All right? We're going to get this up online, and then we're really close, and we got 3 out of the 6 that we want to do. All right, guys? See you soon.